All right, it's Friday, the 18th of February. This is a landmark in today's progress. This will be the final dumpster. Met the guy delivering the dumpster. Loves to hunt, loves to bow hunt. Very nice guy. For what, not that it matters a lot, I had him place the dumpster here alongside the house. So we didn't block the road going into the back with the containers. And we're not blocking the driveway because I'm assuming in the next couple of weeks, once I get this plowed, that we'll have a lot of the trades coming in to do the final finishing work. And of course, there's a lot of work. They always say the last 10% of a house takes the most time. I'm sure it's true. It probably feels like the most time. Now we're coming in. The painters have been here. As you can see, they're putting their paper here, switches there. They've been doing the trim, the molding. They've been caulking it. And it definitely looks like it's been sprayed because of the overspray. You can see where they're doing everything up there. Looks good. They are making progress. Hopefully today they'll come and start putting some of the paint on. I do not know their exact process if they want things to dry for a day. Real friendly group. I'm less manual, but they're, as usual, very hard workers. Very interested in getting the work done. These holes here will of course be patched. They're not now, but they had to move the power up to above the molding so we can put the LEDs in. Dave, the plumber, is here. And he's doing some of the final detail work for the plumbing. Countertops are supposed to come today. They should already be here, but they're not. That's all right. Got the shut-off valves for the sink. No big deal. And a little screw up in the countertops in here. Thought I could get some laminate that would allow an undermount sink, but apparently that's not possible because they want a sharp edge here. And I keep thinking, if you come in and you hit that edge, I'm not sure it's a deal breaker. I'll have to talk to some friends and say if I'm being overprotective. But I always prefer sort of a curved edge here, just in the case somebody walks into it. It's a pretty big space, so it's unlikely to be an issue. Yeah, things are getting taped. Trim is being painted. It looks good. Now, I don't know if this was in one of my most recent videos. I don't think so. But the garage has now got all of its lighting done. And yes, if it looks bright on the video, it's because it's bright. There's a ton of light in here. It's very nice. As you all know, it's heated. So it's about, 60-some degrees in here? Yeah, it says it's 70. Just turned it down to 65. But 70 is very pleasant in a garage. It's about 20 degrees Fahrenheit outside. We're now going through a warm time in the weather. I'm blocking on it. We had -5, -10 degrees, which makes for a semi-miserable time. It only lasts for a month. Here are the shelving units I bought at Home Depot. They were on sale. I got a really good deal. They're the storage racks. Spent about $180 per rack. 10,000 pound capacity. They're 77 by 78, basically a little over 6 feet by 24 inches deep. They're going to be along this wall, as you'll see in future videos. They're red. I had a choice between red, this color, and black. And I thought red is kind of a pop kind of color. I'm going with red. So that's where we're at. They're going to be running down this wall. One of them is going to be in the tornado room for storage. Yeah, so it all looks good. We got stuff pre-positioned, plumbing supplies, doors, trim. We're moving right along. Painting will be a big deal today, as will the countertops. But this is one of these usual Friday morning, do a walkthrough, get a sense of how things are going. More shut-off valves being put in here. We had to get a different toilet because the space here isn't large enough. So we had to get one with a shorter distance between the bowl and the wall. No big deal. It's a guest bathroom. It's all looking good. Tim the tile man has been doing his work. My understanding is that he wants this to get really dry or get really dry before he grouts it. Wants the moisture to leave the thin set through these grout lines, which have not been grouted. We didn't make one change. You notice that there is tile along the edge here. Chose the tile because Tim and Kevin's the finished carpenter, Tim's the tile man, said you really don't want wood in these areas. It's okay to have wood here and other places that don't get wet. But if they get wet, obviously wood swells. And I think it looks really good. Picked out some grout colors that will be revealed. Here's the accent trim. There will be a tempered glass, which I think I previously explained will go up probably about to where you see my hand, about this level, which will allow the moisture to escape that way from the shower. This will hopefully get its quartz countertop today. And then Dave, the plumber, will come back and finish the plumbing. You can see all the prep that's been done for the painting. It looks good. It's nice and smooth. It's pretty. It's 67 in here. Oh God, that'd be so nice to see. So I got interrupted by a phone call. It shuts off the camera on the iPhone, which is fine. I've learned to use iMovie to attach the videos together. Like I said, I always like to keep a record of what's going on. It's easy to just take videos, and that way if there's a question a month from now, we've got an answer. Let's see. My little gauge shows it's got a little heat running through this thing. Water heater is going to be here. I've asked the plumber to keep it away from the wall because I like to wrap my water heaters with insulation. I've discovered that if you do it appropriately, meaning you don't block the air intakes at the bottom, I've done this before for years, is this water heater can literally coast. It can heat the water up and then just maintain the water level heat for days. On my old house, I would have it fire up. Of course, it would do it on its own. And then literally there was so little heat loss from a really, really heavily insulated hot water heater that it just coasted and coasted. A lot of people go to the trouble and expense of having instant on hot water heaters. But since I've discovered if you really insulate the tank well, I think it's better than instant on, instant off hot water heaters or on-demand water heaters, because on-demand water heaters are expensive and they're not perfect. These, of course, are proven technology. You got 50 some gallons of hot water. They recover real quickly. There's only one person in this house. At most, there might be 2 or 3 if I have guests. So there's no reason to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars extra for a hot water heater that might save me a little bit of money in natural gas when I can put an extra 5 inches of insulation on this and get a better outcome. So I'm a fan of these standby hot water heaters if you do it appropriately, which is insulate the you-know-what out of them. We'll see that as time goes on. Just continue the little walk around in the house. I assume the number 2 must indicate something. I don't know what it indicates. Oh, we've got the security doors off. They're painting. They're doing a nice job. I used to paint for a number of summers, and so I got a sense of people who do a good job, don't do a good job. Of course, all they do is painting. So it looks good. I'm happy. I want everybody to be happy. Keep smiling. If you know me and you ever want to visit, feel free to give me a call. I have guest bedrooms, and if we're friends, you're invited to stay here. So I will talk to you later. Keep smiling, and goodbye.